Hi, good morning. I'm Glenda. And if you are just stumbling across this channel, welcome. If you have already been here, welcome back. So today's topic, I'm going to discuss whether you're planning to retire soon and what you need to know. So the first thing is know what your income streams are. I'm getting ready to retire in 6 months in August. This is February 2nd, actually. And I have been planning on this for, about 2 years. So know what your income streams are. That's very important. If you have not already, go to Social Security Administration.gov, SSA.gov, and create an account. And it will tell you what your earnings will be based on your retirement age, whether you're retiring at 62, whether you're going to hold off until you're 70. But that's important to know so you know how to plan. If you have any extra income, such as a pension, consider that. Are you going to work? Are you going to do part-time, or are you going to work full-time? Those are all things you need to consider before making that decision. The second thing is understanding your health care costs. This is a big one, and it's very important. At 65, you become eligible for Medicare. If you're going to retire prior to 65, you need to look at other options for what your health care options are going to be. You have the marketplace, and there are private insurance carriers that will hold you over until you turn 65. If you're working and you have a plan through your job, make sure there's an option available for COBRA benefits. These are going to be expensive, but those are also options. The next thing you need to know is calculate your expenses. What is it going to cost you, and what is it going to take for you to be able to survive and live on your current income? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car payment? Insurance, health insurance. These are things to consider too when you're deciding whether you're going to retire and at what age. Plan your lifestyle. Are you going to stay in your home? Are you thinking about downsizing? These are things that you may want to look at and consider before you actually retire. Are you going to be planning to do a lot of traveling? Make allowances for that. Set up a budget and determine whether you're going to be able to live comfortably in the lifestyle that you are accustomed to, off of what you're going to be making in retirement. Check your legal and financial documents. Do you have a will? Do you need to have a power of attorney? Beneficiary updates. Check and make sure there's everyone who's on your beneficiary needs to be there and stay there. The next thing is look at and understand your taxes in retirement. When you go on Social Security, if you retire before your full retirement age, which depending on what year you were born, that can change. For me, it's age 67. I was born in 1961. Anyone from 1960 on, the full retirement age, referred to as the FRA, is 67. You can delay that to 70, and they give you a percentage, I believe it's 8% increase for every year that you hold off and decide not to retire at your full retirement age. It's an incentive. Weigh your options. For me, I've decided that I'm healthy. I live a pretty active lifestyle, and I want to be able to enjoy that. I don't want to wait until I'm 70. Things happen, so I want to do it sooner rather than later. Um, if you're going to continue to work and do part-time work, there is a cap if you retire before the age of 67. And you cannot make over that amount, and it changes yearly. Check into that, do your research. For me, it's roughly 23,000 and something. So your Social Security benefits do not count towards your income. So if you are working and you have a retirement that you're going to be getting on a monthly basis, take a look at that and make sure it doesn't go over what your cap is, because Social Security will penalize you for they will penalize you $1 for every $2 that you go over your cap. So just you might want to take a look at that. Put a timeline together, whether it's 2 years, 6 months, or next week. Just make sure you have a plan, because that's going to be important as you navigate into retirement. 1 to 3 months before you actually retire, when you are approaching the age of 65, Medicare kicks in automatically at 65. You have Part A and you have Part B. Part A is your hospitalization, which you do not have to pay for, and it just kicks in automatically once you turn 65. Your Part B benefits, which is your doctors, that is optional. If you are going to continue to work beyond the age of 65, you can decide not to take your Part B benefits, because it does come at a cost. It is a monthly premium right now. You pay it is at $204, unless of course you make over a certain amount of money, and then it's increased based on that. But if you are going to work, you may want to consider delaying your Part B benefits, and you have 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month of your 65th birthday, and 3 months after to decide whether you are going to go ahead and take your Part B benefits. Other than that, these are decisions only you can decide for yourself, what's going to work for you, what's not going to work for you. And once you have your plan, then put it into action, and happy retirement. Stay tuned for more. If this content is helpful for you, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Thank you.